la la. Is it recording? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Woohoo! Hello guys, my name is Aurora. Welcome to my YouTube channel, everyone. And today we're going to be playing the Rover Mechanic Simulator again. Last time I got really frustrated, but today we're going to try this again. We're looking for bearing B, but all I can find is bearing A. But as far as I know, bearing B is what we're looking for, so I'm going to watch a quick tutorial while doing this. I can't really edit my videos because everything wants me to pay for editing, so I'm just going to give you guys the raw footage. So there's going to be a lot of pause, stalls, and stuff, but if you want to skip past all the lollygagging, feel free to do so. I'll try to make some markers and come back and edit the descriptions, so you guys can click on timestamps if you want. Possibly disable mouse extortion. Okay, yes, we already know this. We might have to start at the beginning, but I hope not. Let's find out. Ugh, I'm kind of hot. Oh, is it really gonna make me start at the beginning? Hold to log in. Oh no, we have to start at the beginning, you guys. But you know what? Even better, because now I'm in a better mood and I know what to do. Only a few carefully selected engineers are allowed to work with the space rovers. The diagnostic tools and computers in the hangar requires you to confirm your identity by scanning your fingerprint. To do this, hold L and B on the scanner and box to proceed. Since you are quite a fresh engineer, you have to complete special introduction missions to learn the ropes. Follow steps like this and you will learn more about working as a rover mechanic. Some of the steps, including this one, may maintain multiple messages. Press D to view the next message. If you don't know what to do next, just look for such markers. They show your current objectives and help you keep track of your tasks. You can always press forward to toggle the objectives panel in the top right corner of the screen. Use it to check on the details of your current task. The mouse cursor changes depending on whether or not you're looking at an interactable object. The crossed out circle means you can't interact with the object. Maybe you haven't unlocked that object yet, or maybe you don't meet the requirements to start the interaction. A slightly transparent dot means that there is no object to interact with your reach. A fully visible dot means that you can interact with the object you are looking at. The affirmation side panel help you keep track of your current tasks and objectives. Key bindings and parts and collecting log. To show hide side panels, press 4, 5, or 6, or the side panels. So to hide or show the side panels, press 4, 5, or 6. Space to continue. And now we're just going to walk forward. Have no body. It's kind of interesting, but that's okay. Kind of gives me a little more flexibility, I guess, I suppose. Now we're just going to hold on to this, scan our stuff, la la la, now we're in here. And so the first step is to collect our tools and find out what the radio is. So now we're going to pick up our tablet. And now we're going to pick up our tool case and our cordless drill. Your workplace. So we're going to figure out what this workplace is. Great, now that you have the tools, you are almost ready to start your work. Also, before I continue reading this, I'm going to tell you that this game is actually based off the real mechanics and the blueprints of how the rovers and the engineers are built for these like robots that are sent to space. So you actually get to learn what real mechanics are. So it's not really just a game, it actually teaches you. So it's basically a simulator for the real world. As far as I'm concerned, that's what I've been told. Okay, I'm going to continue to read this now. Now walk around the hangar and we will explain to you what each specific device does. When you're finished, you will accept your first order. At this moment, all of the devices are unavailable, but we want you to know more about them. It's just a digital radio. As much as you have absolutely no use for it while repairing rovers, it is still a pretty neat device that can easily brighten your mood. Click the LMB to enter the radio menu, select a station that you wish to listen, and let your hair down a little bit. By the way, if you play this while recording, you can get copyright or demonetized, so be aware. Tip, the previous mechanic that worked in this hangar dropped the radio and broke it. It seems fine, but she says it's not. Maybe you can take a glimpse into it and see what the problem is. Little side quest there that might be a little fun to learn some extra mechanics. Use the PCB table to find out which components of the printed circuit board's PCB are damaged so you can replace them. Remember that you don't always have to 3D print specific PCB components. If you want to avoid too much work, you can also print an entire PCB, but this is of course a more expensive solution. This is the PCB table if you guys want to take a look at it. And the Rover Configurator. The Rover ECU Configurator. With the help of the device, you can configure ECUs of the rovers you repair. Every time you finish the job, you have to plug the wireless configurator into the rover and use the Rover ECU Configurator to reset the system. The 3D printer, which is this blue thing right here. Use the 3D printer to print new components and parts that you need for rover maintenance. The higher the complexity of a part, the more time it takes to print it. Try to complete your orders by replacing the smallest components possible, since it's a more economical approach. Remember that printing requires research. You can obtain more resources by completing quests. Sorry guys, I'm not the best at talking. This device is the main control unit of your hangar. Use it to operate the Gantry crane and play retro video games if you have any. The MCU's OS is a Martian distribution of Linux. Tip, sudo doesn't work on Mars. Each play of one of the installed games will allow you to obtain additional resources. The amount of resources you will be able to get while playing will depend on your final score in the game. Alright, let's take a look at this one now. The Crusher. With the help of the Crusher, you can recycle bad parts and recover some of the resources. The more a part is damaged, the fewer resources can be recovered from it. Now let's look at this, the Workbench. Use the Workbench to find out which components of sets are damaged, so you can easily replace them at this Workbench. You can also clean the dirty parts. Remember that you can't easily analyze and repair parts which are dirty. Keep in mind that you don't always have to 3D print specific components if you want to avoid too much work. You can also print an entire set, but this is of course a more expensive solution. Alright, so I think we're going to start our quest by opening the tablet, which is by the letter F. Order Selector View. Welcome to the Order Selector View. Here you can find all orders our colony receives. The orders come from various companies, which means your rewards and objectives might differ depending on the company you choose to provide your service to. As usually in the world of engineering, some orders are complex and there are ones that are even more complex. Minimum rank requirement sorts the complexity level of orders accordingly to your experience. Thanks to that, you never start an order that you can't complete. Once you have selected a task, all the important information you need is displayed on the right side of the screen. Each order has a small note that informs you what the problem might be, but keep in mind that this is just loose insight from the ordering company. In addition, there's also information how many resources you can get for completing an order you've selected. Our engineers always do preliminary analysis of the order, so sometimes they might leave a clue of what needs to be replaced. Alright, so this is our quest right here. And what we're going to do is hold down on this fingerprint, and we have finally taken the quest. This tab is the central point of the game. Here you can find all information about your task. The rewards box contains information about resources and experience which you can give for completing a task. A summary box contains information about how much money you have spent. Except for the tutorial missions. You can finish orders without repairing the rovers. The only rule is that they cannot be lacking any parts. However, we do not recommend this method as it might backfire and you'll have to bear the consequences. Let's talk about the tabs on the right. In the Missing Parts tab, you can see all of the parts that you detached from the rover that is currently being repaired. Remember that you can't finish the task before you attach all the missing parts back. Tasks. Here you can find all the information regarding your current tasks. Preliminary Analysis. This is the same tab that you have already seen in the Quest Selector view. This is going to be easy. Everything seems fine except one wheel. Would you be so nice and find out what causes the problem? Alright, let's do that. I'm going to press Escape. Prepare for work. Each rover is transported into a special metal container to prevent damage during the transport. Your first task in every order is to place this container onto the lift. They unpack automatically. I'll show you guys how to use this because this took me a really long time to use it. So, you're going to go actually all the way to this gaming station here with the green gem on top. That's your quest symbol. Oh, how do I click on this again? I guess you use your mouse to click on it. Now you're going to hold down on this. You can click the crane, and that's how you're going to move it. Okay, so your crane is actually this thing here. This says hold A or D. That's your crane with the red laser. You're going to press D and A to move it side to side, and W and SD to move it back and forth. So we're going to do W to move it towards this. And now I'm going to do D to move it into there, and a little bit of S, a little bit of D until I get it comfortable enough. And then what you're going to do in order to drop it is click Shift and S to bring it down, and then you're going to click F. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, mechanic, I can't let you do that. Okay, I'm going to press W, bring it up a bit. Okay, now I'm going to press F. And it attaches. Now you can bring it back up. You're going to bring it over to this blue table here. And continue using the same controls I showed you earlier on how to move it back and forth. And to bring it down, you're going to use the same one. I'm also very new at using this, so I'm going to make some mistakes, by the way. But I do like the realism in this and how it actually teaches you some skills. I'm hoping this is realistic, but let's see what people say in the comments section, what they think. But what I saw on the internet, it's supposed to be based on realism. So, to move it down, you're going to press S to bring it down, and I can press F to detach it. I'm going to press Escape, and I'm going to press Exit, and here we are. Now we got our piece ready to go. And we're going to start to analyze it. So I already know where the wheel is because I already played this before. So I'm just going to go to this side of the table. Sorry for the spoiler alert. Now in order to analyze it, you're going to click to select. And now let's read this. As you can tell by the wheel, the way the wheel looks, you can tell it's pretty damaged compared to the rest of them. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my beer. I am drinking beer, by the way. When you click on a vehicle, okay, this is Rover repairing. When you click on the vehicle on the lift, you enter the repairing view. During the repairs, you'll be using 3 different modes: assembly mode, disassembly mode, and analytics mode. You can switch between them by clicking 1, 2, and 3. Note that you do not have to be in the repairing view to do that. If you want to exit repairing view, just press escape button. You're going to press D to continue reading. In the disassembly mode, you can remove parts from rovers that remove parts. Oh, you can. Sorry guys, I need to reread that. In the disassembly mode, you can remove parts from the rovers. The removed parts go directly into the warehouse. Access it through the warehouse tab in your tablet. Assembly mode. In the assembly mode, you can attach... Wait, actually, let me press A to go back. Okay, that was this assembly mode was we just read. Now going to assembly mode. Assembly mode, you can attach the parts you have in your warehouse to your rover's repair. The lacking parts appear as slightly transparent. Analyst mode. In the analyst mode, you can analyze parts and decide which parts might need replacement. The analyzed parts are different color than not analyzed. White, not analyzed. Orange, dirty. Green, perfectly fine condition. Yellow, acceptable condition. Red, requires immediate replacement. When a part is dirty, you can't analyze it in that situation. You have to remove it and clean it first. Mode indicator. You can always make sure you're in the right mode by simply looking at the icon above. With the knowledge, you can easily find the damaged wheel. Alright. 16 minutes in. Okay, so we're probably going to have to take a lot of pieces off of this actually, because I didn't realize that before. So I'm going to click 4, see what's in there. Okay, and I'm going to click 5. Disassembly, assembly. Okay, so we're going into analytics mode first. I want to analyze everything, so we're going to click number 3. Now I'm going to click and hold on with my right side of the mouse on everything that I want to analyze until that green cog wheel or whatever fully completes its cycle and this thing lights up like into different colors. So what we just analyzed was the wheel plug. Dad, it's the weekend. Come on, I'm trying to make a YouTube video. It's education. That's how mechanics work. This right here is the cog wheel, and this is the actual wheel. So we have 3 parts right here that we have to disassemble, and we're going to have many more to disassemble. We're going to continue to analyze these. We might have to become more quiet, but I was hoping to keep this at a decent volume, but we might have to whisper. I hate whispering because... But yeah, so anything that I think... Was it yellow or orange that they said we have to take off? I think it was the orange. Oops. Ouch. I really gotta do some cleaning after this. My own housekeeping thing. Okay. But last time I did this repair, they sent it back and said they had a problem. So let's see. I might have missed something. I really hope not. ASD is how you move around. And the cursor is how you zoom in and out. Okay, so that's the boggy bearing. This is the boggy holder. The rocker bearing cover. A rocker strut. Back here we have a wheel actuator. Whatever, I don't know how to say that. We have an MFEXLC assembly. Then we have the solar array, which that might be what gives it power. I'm not sure. I should probably do some research after this. Yeah, I didn't know this space machine was gonna be so small. I was really expecting it to be massive. Wheel actuator FR. And this was continue the wheel plug. Show this again. Cover plate and the wheel. Wheel plug, cover plate, wheel. Okay. Boggy holder, boggy bearing, another boggy bearing cover, bogging, another rocker. Finish up this wheel since you guys already know what's in this wheel. Just in case there's any youngins who are new to this, you know, you never know. There could be older people who don't even know anything about this, so like, you know, it'd be fun to educate. I don't know anything about this, and I'm 20, and so that's why I'm educating, making video. This is the wheel actuator. Another wheel actuator, BR. This is BL. So this is the right side, I'm guessing. That's the left side, but according to my view, that would have been the left side, unless this is backwards. I'm not sure. Oh yes, we forgot the back of the wheels. Engine RE Mini. I'm not sure what that engine RE Mini is, but gotta do some more research. Bearing cover A, and that's how it goes to the rest of the back, them as you can tell. Engine RE Mini, bearing cover A. After I complete this one build, I will finish the episode before I go to the next build where they return it, because I still need to figure out how to fix that, because I don't even know how to fix it, because the game didn't really give me enough hints. But hopefully we figure this out, because yeah, I've been pretty confused. But I'm not going to give up, because I paid money. It was on a $3 sale. It's originally $15, but today, or yesterday, what day is today? June 26, 2026, Friday is today. But yesterday, on June 25th, they were selling it for $3. So I picked it up for $3. So I got on deal, got on sale. Okay, so we need to analyze the APXS. We need to analyze this. I don't know why it's blurry. If you guys know how to adjust this, let me know. Because, yeah. And then we need to test the color camera cover. That's a color camera cover. And this is the color camera. Is what I've learned so far, but not like I really know how they're made. But that's where they're put. Oh, that's all I know. Now we got a laser diode or diode projector. I'm not sure how you really pronounce that. B&W camera. So I'm gonna assume that stands for black and white. Laser diode projector. No, I'm not sure what a laser diode projector is. If anyone knows, let me know in the comment, because I am always here to learn. Laser diode projector. Okay, and we got a oh no. We got another one here, and another black and white camera. It'd be fun to see some color in them, but this is probably an older type robot, so that's probably why. But we'll see in our future assemblies. So I believe we just scanned everything. Just take another loop around. Another loop. Oh, we forgot the rocker strut. Alright, so we did it. Okay, so now we're going to go into disassembly mode, which is number 1. And now we're going to disassemble this wheel, starting with these ones. Disassembly mode, click to select and remove. Oops. Replacing the wheels are probably pretty easy, but once you get to that little machine thingy, that's the part that I do not understand for the life of me. You'll see what I mean. It was the EC something configurator or whatever the heck. Now we're going to take this to the 3D printer, I believe it is. Now you have the damaged part. You have to print a new one. We have just unlocked the 3D printer for you. When the printing is done, just attach the new wheel along with the rest of the missing parts you've taken off. P.S. Don't forget to take the new wheel from the printer feeder. Alright. 3D printer. Let's go, let's go. Oh, I dropped something. Someone's empty vitamin D bottle. Okay, so we're waiting for that. It's going to take around 20 seconds. While we wait for that. Is there anything else? Let's view our tablet. Upgrades. Warehouse info. Training for your mechanic skills. Yes, yes, yes. I know about that. This is like a skill tree, you guys. Should make pretty much common sense to you guys how to use it. You would put a skill point into your skill tree, and it boosts your skill point. Yeah. Warehouse and let's look into warehouse. It's your inventory. Click on the parts of your click on the parts you want to see more information about. If you want to deselect, just click again. Each parts of these have a name, production, price, tape etc. If any chance you detach any analyzed parts, you can still analyze it in the warehouse by simply selecting the part and pressing F on your keyboard. Okay. Screws removed. 12. Disassemble parts 2. Obtain resources 0. Properly executed orders 0. Printed parts 1. Destroyed parts, salvage parts. Quest. Objectives. Place the lift in the right place. Repair the rover and restart the drivers. Restarting the drivers is like the hardest part. I don't even know if I'm doing it properly. You guys let me know. Okay, we're gonna collect our wheel now. Not enough resources. Where's my wheel? I should probably have it in my inventory. Is that it? Oh, here it is. I'm hungry. I gotta make some food after this. Click to select. Yes. Now we're gonna go back into 5. Learn how to open this. Okay, we're going number 2, which is assembly. I'm gonna show you guys how to put this crap back on. There you go. Boom. Bam. Bop. The easiest replacement ever. Which is probably why it's the first one they give you, because they want to make sure you know the basics. To be honest, I didn't even know they put that many parts in a wheel, but yeah. Alright, so there we go. It's fully assembled now. And now all we have to do is the REC connector, the REC connector. The last thing to do is resetting the ECU. To do that, you have to use the ECU configurator. You have seen it before. That device connects with Rover's via a special connector that you have to plug it in first. Some important things you need to know. You can plug in the connector only if no parts of the Rover are missing. Otherwise, you will not see it. You can't disassemble the Rover while the connector is in the Rover. So always do it at the very end. If you configure the drivers and disconnect the connector, then the drivers will restart again and you will have to start again. In order to stick to the connector into the Rover, exit the repairing view and press 2 for assembly mode. If everything is fine, you should be able to stick it without any problems. To disconnect the connector, press 1 for the disassembly mode repair, whatever. Remember, you have to be out for repairing view. Okay, so we're going to put this in just simply by holding the left side of the mouse, and we're going to go to this machine right here. Click to enable. Driver's configuration. On this screen, you can reset the Rover system. Your task is to create a path from the battery to the output. When you click at the blank tile, the inventory panel on the left will display all the available pieces for it to place. Then just click on the block in the inventory panel and it will be placed automatically. Red and green spots are supposed to be filled with special tiles that either add or subtract voltage. To safely reset the system, you have to reach the target voltage as shown in the top right corner of the screen. Yeah, I'm still not good at math, so we're just gonna fucking do this randomly. I'm probably gonna do this terribly, you guys. So wish me luck, cause I don't think I'm gonna do this properly. Okay. Added in our last piece. Now we have to put in the numbers. By clicking on this, you can add in the numbers, like the red and the green parts. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do 5. Then I'm gonna add 2. Then I'm gonna add. Oh wait. 4. I'm just doing this randomly. I don't even know what I'm doing. 1. 1. 1. Where does the extra 2 go? Wait. You guys. I'm so confused. Oh, so I see. You have to get this number here to match this number here. Okay. I got it. Congratulations, you have just finished your first order, and now the only thing you have to do is go to your tablet and select the Finish Order button, and the job is done. We don't recommend finishing orders without repairing the rover, and for your own sake, this option is blocked in the tutorial missions. Alright, I'm going to press F and go into tablet, and I'm going to click Complete Order. Yay! Here you can see a summary of the quest you have just completed in the task box. You see how many experience points you have gained from each part of the task. This is a bonus experience. If you complete each step correctly, you will additionally get experience points and resources, which you have seen in order's description before. In the damaged parts box, you can see parts which were damaged. You always have to repair all of them to get all rewards. If you do something wrong, the box displays what you have missed. Perfect. We did this perfectly. Alright, next one is the same one we did before, Sojourner. The wheel you placed the last time works just fine, but the Sojourner seems to have more problems than we previously assumed before you solved the wheel issue. The bearing must have sustained damage, which caused it to deteriorate much quicker. Since you already have experience with the Sojourner, could you please take a look at it? Once again, this time it's paid extra. Alright, so check out my next video to see the rest of the footage, if I can continue to keep my progress saved. It doesn't seem like the progress has been able to stay saved, but we'll see. So check my video if you want to see me repair that. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Peace.